Okay, welcome to Lobo Podcast. Today we have the very funny Schmitty B. Schmitty B, we first met at this crazy show. We'll talk about it. It was a hell show we had at Tilted Kilt in Bolingbrook with T. Murph. So we'll talk about that, bad shows. Actually, we get into a little bit of crackhead talk, fast food diet, weight loss. I eat, I diet, I lose weight, I gain weight. So we talk about that. We get into this big thing about cheating, dudes who cheat, women who are faithful, side chicks, also, maybe sleeping with some sisters that met each other on Facebook. But please follow Schmitty B. That's SCHMITTYB. And again, you want to do a podcast, hit up James Webb, People of Comedy Studio. Follow the Lobo Podcast on IG. Like, subscribe. Go to iTunes. Give me a rating. I'll read it out loud. If you want any stickers, let me know. Hit me up. And again, hit up the Patreon. Bonus content coming soon, and I got hats, gears. You get some free gear depending on the tier that you pick, and you get the bonus content. And again, I got some hats, I got some shirts, got new stuff coming up. Hit me up if you wanted to buy that directly. Okay, Lobo Den.
Lobo Den, Lobo Den, Lobo Den. Lobo Den, Lobo Den, Lobo Den. Lobo Den, Lobo Den, Lobo Den. Lobo Den, Lobo Den, Lobo Den. It's the Lobo Den.
Okay, welcome to the Lobo Den Podcast. I'm your host, Giovanni Diaz. Here's the producer, James Webb, for the People of Comedy Studio. What's up, James Webb?
Not much, dude. How are you?
Good. I'm gonna. Anyway, today we have Schmitty B as my guest. What's up, Schmitty?
Man, not much, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good, right? I first met Schmitty. No, actually, it wasn't in Waukegan.
I think no, it wasn't.
Nah, it was in Bolingbrook.
Damn, that was a
What the fuck is in Bolingbrook?
that's a far ass run right there.
Oh, that is just, it was whatever. So I would bring my friend to comedy shows, right? And this particular friend always came to the worst shows, and this was one of the worst shows that I ever had. So this was T. Murph. used to host this show at the
Tilted
Tilted Kilt
Yeah.
in Bolingbrook, and
that show was basically ambush comedy.
yes, guerrilla ambush comedy.
Right, guerrilla.
We were the Viet Cong
Comedy.
of comedy, right?
Like these people had no idea a show was about the shit comics go through, right? These people had no idea a show was about to happen. If they had a choice, they would have turned the show down. Okay.
Yeah.
We stood by the pool table telling jokes whether they liked it or not.
Yeah, dude. No, it was no stage. Like it was one of my first shows. And my friend, we had a friend from a different country, from Honduras, who was there, and he was like, "Is this what you do?
That's right.
This is."
They always get real like, oh, so this is how it works here?
I'm like, no.
This we gonna go to another one because this is don't set the standards by this one. No.
No, dude. Yeah, it was guerrilla. I remember I was up there just going to different tables, and I was just because some table they would start paying attention. I would tell jokes to them, and then they
would drift out. Go back to their conversation. They're like, all right, why is dude still here?
Yeah. Then I go to a different table. But that's what I saw Schmitty, because you were up there. You're like. I mean, you were more experienced. You're like, I'm not doing material, obviously, and then you just kind of made fun of everything, the situation, and I could tell. I could tell, like, oh, he's funny. I could tell.
Yeah, that's how you kind of get through. Because as a comic, you don't want to really hold things back. I mean, I know that's bad to say in this climate now, because with the cancel culture, but you want to use the shit that's you in your head. You saying this is the dumbest shit, and you might as well just say it because they not finna laugh at none of that shit you wrote. all that shit that work at the club, they not finna laugh at none of that. All the stuff you put your blood, sweat, and tears in, and this gets standing ovations. They gonna look at you like, what? So when you start talking about and just kind of bring it into them, so that's when you got to know, like, hey, I'm stuck here just like you. I'm just doing enough to keep the money they're giving me.
Yeah, dude.
And that's sometimes how you got to handle that situation. That situation was horrible.
It was so bad. But I saw Schmitty and I was like, oh, I could tell he's funny, right? Because there was some other comedian, the other comedian, I won't say his name, he quit. Like, he set a timer. He did it for his 7 or whatever, his guest spot minutes, and his timer went off on the phone. He got off the stage, and I watched.
Fuck out of there.
And I watched him, and I lost a little respect for him that day. But it's like, I get it now. I get I'm older. Like, I don't need he's at the point, like, I don't need this shit. And I was super hungry, and I was up there for like 30 fucking minutes because I didn't get a light, and T. Murph was over there, and Amy Shanker was late, and I was like, do I stop? And I was like, I didn't know what I was going
If it seemed like you killing it, you ain't trying to get out of that, they're gonna let you go.
Yeah.
That's how I do and this is fucked up. For all the comics that's watching and they do private shows, when I book private shows, first off, I don't want to book a private show, and this is fucked up for anybody that want to book me for like a birthday party or graduation party or something like that. I don't want to do it. I'm just gonna let you know now. Like somebody called me and was like, "Yeah, my husband, it's his birthday. We want you to come out and tell some jokes." I was like, "I'm finna bust him over the head." So I'll charge a lot of money, and then I'm only doing 30 minutes. I'll look at my watch as I touch the mic. If it say 8, my last joke is gonna be 8:29 3/4, and I'm out of that because the climate be just all over the place. You got people in there that's 2 years old. You got people in there that's 92. It's never.
Are people paying attention?
Some
you did a lot of private shows, or
yeah, I used to do a lot of them. So at one point, what I started doing was when I noticed that no matter what I charged, people were still ready to pay that. I started booking them just to give them away to somebody that might have needed the money, right? So I'll be like, yeah. So whatever, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do 30 minutes. Give me $7,200, and they'd be that. They'd be like, all right, bet. So like people are willing to give you whatever when you don't want it. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right. So what I'm gonna do is my plan, and this is fucked up to say on air also, but. So what I be planning in my head the whole time I'm booking that show is I'm going to call you last minute and tell you I can't make it, but I'm going to send somebody else. So that's one of the reasons why I charge so much is because normally when I send somebody else, I try to send somebody, higher than me. So I'll call somebody and be like, hey, I got a show. I can't make it. It's 30 minutes, $7,200. It's a birthday party in the back of a Chinese food restaurant. Just you. It probably ain't gonna be no mic. Just gone out there and zone out and get that money. And they send me deposits, like contract. They be wanting me there. I be like, all right. I be hating that. So 30 minutes is all they get. I remember I did one. It was in a Chinese restaurant. It was grandparents there. It was grandbabies there. Everything in between. I went up there like you did. The people that was laughing, I just hit them. Bing, 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 bing. And that timer went off, and I was like, that's my time. Y'all be safe. Let me get my bread, fam. I'm going to get up out of here. And I just bounced. Went to my next show. But that was the night I was kind of like, I ain't doing this no more. It stressed me out.
At the Chinese party?
Yeah. It was, but they wanted me, and I couldn't shake them. I couldn't find nobody to fill in.
Where they see you at a show, or you knew them through?
How did them people find me? I think they saw me at a show. I mean, at that time I had been doing it for a while, and I think that was like 2010, and yeah, it had to be like 2011, 2012.
Were your first shows in Waukegan?
Yeah.
Was that your first shows?
I started in Waukegan.
That's funny. I'm from Waukegan, but you're not. You're from the South Side, right? You don't live there.
So what happened was, I used to tell a lot of jokes at work. I used to work at the phone store, so people would come in there. And I'd just be going in, like the whole day, all 8 hours. I'm going in on the floor. Bing, 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 kill it. Just kill it. And so one of my regular customers came in, and she was like, I got a guy that's putting a comedy show together. I'm going to tell him about you. I was like, all right, I thought you were talking shit. And his name is Satirial Harris. Shout out to Satirial Harris. Put me on stage for the first time. And, well, not necessarily for the first time, but he was kind of one of the pushes that gave me, to get me in there. And I went online to see where I could work out some of the jokes that I had wrote down. Jokes and Notes came up, but I had already missed it. The show was Saturday. This was Thursday already. So I'm like, all right, just joking. Waukegan, they got an open mic on Thursdays. All right, I'm gonna shoot up there, not knowing how far Waukegan really was until then. So I shoot up there.
It's a minute.
Yeah, it's an hour drive.
When people find out where I live, they're like,
yeah,
it kind of breaks them a little bit because they're like, man, they're like, oh, they see me at the mics. Well, when I used to do comedy, they'd see me at the mics all the time. They thought I lived. I was like, no, dude, I live 55 minutes away, and then I see their
strong 50.
I see the look on their face like, oh, I'm lazy.
Yeah.
Not to, in their head, like, look,
you wanted it.
They thought I live, but
so I shot up there. First show, like this guy went up. I'm not gonna say his name. You probably know him though.
Brian?
No, not we. So it was a guy, it was a black dude, tall, real slim. I'm gonna say that again. Real slim.
Okay.
Okay. He goes up and he does awful. He does terrible. Real dark skinned guy. You probably know this guy. Terrible. But I gotta admire his heart because I used to see him all the time. And I'd be like, damn, he bombing. He is doing bad. And I was like, if I can't do at least better than him, then I don't need to be doing it. So I go up, and this is like the only time I've ever used my book. And I was just flipping through the pages, and I would just fire off a joke. I'd be like, woo, 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 and then I just wait, and then people were laughing, and I was like, all right, bet. And I'm, all right, let me do this one. And I did that for like 5-6 minutes, and I got out of there. Then that Saturday did awful. Did terrible.
Where was the Saturday show? This was your first show, right?
Right. This is the first show. I'm technically booked, but I'm not getting paid for this show.
Mm-hmm.
They like, yeah, so we'll put you on first. If you killing, they're going to give you more time. I'm like, all right, bet. So show come. They put me up first. The show is on.
Where's it at?
The show is on, 46th and Elizabeth on the south side.
Okay.
Man, I get in there. The show packed. From it's a gymnasium from the front to the back. That motherfucker is packed.
That's your first show. Huh?
First show, I bombed every part. So like, let me just say this: I didn't technically bomb. All right, I technically bombed. Right, the front 3 rows could hear me. The back couldn't. So you're not experienced. You don't know how to make that work for you. So if I was a year, 2 years in, I probably still wouldn't have known that. I probably would have ate it. So the back, somebody said something. I start roasting. I'm going clean in. I'm fap. Then all of a sudden, niggas in the back start booing. So everybody started booing. Like, look, Chicago don't care. Chicago don't care about nothing. Like, no feelings.
There's an all-white crowd, I'm assuming.
Of course not. They wanted me to go home and commit suicide that day. And I was doing bad, so I'm trying to survive. But see, because I'm new, I don't know that the boos are letting me off the hook. I'm trying to prove myself. They're like, "No, you can get out of that. Now. You booed, fam. You can go." Uh-huh. When they stared at you, you gotta stay. So I did so bad. I quit comedy for 3 months. That was in March. I didn't come back until May. And when I came back, I still didn't even do any rooms in Chicago. I just went straight to Just Joking in Waukegan. Open mic up there for like maybe a month, 2 months. Next thing you know, I was on the weekends. So whenever Sonya didn't have anybody booked, it was me and Uwe. And he would host and I would close it out. And man, that was the weekend. That was
in downtown Waukegan, right? Off of Genesee?
Yeah, off Genesee, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like, down the street from the Genesee Theater.
Yeah, I think it's the Three Brothers Theater now.
Oh, yeah?
I think so. I think, because when I first started, yeah, I know the owner, or this one dude. But when I first started, I remember I looked up Just Joking, right?
Right.
Like J-U-Z or something. And I looked them up, and I was like, where's it at? Because that's when it was
tucked away. If you
I was like, where is it? You know what I mean? But it wasn't around anymore. But it was still up on some sites. So that's how I found. I found Sonya, and then I found some little bar down the street from there called the Greentown Tavern that had an open mic. That one of the music mix mics I used to do over there.
Okay, yeah, I think I know because I did one of they nights, just like one. So me and we just be chilling outside, and we just happened to stumble by, and they were like, "Yeah, we doing comedy here." And I'm like, "Oh, let me get 5."
Yeah.
Go back to what we said. If you like comics, real comics, wherever it's a mic and people there, it don't matter what the situation. It could be a funeral, right? you could be in the middle of your grandparents' funeral. And over at in the next ballroom, they telling jokes. Hey, they want you to say a few words for the funeral. You like, all right, let me. Who going? Is it somebody before me? All right, come get me. I'm gonna be next door, giving them this work. Go get all it. Like that's how it is when you a real comic. Now, I don't mean like real comic as in. If you a stand-up comic, you love the game, whether you bomb or not. If it's somebody that got a show and you just happen to stumble on it, y'all telling jokes on that? Okay, all right. Is it open mic? Well, let me get 5. I mean, yeah, y'all ain't.
you can't
let me get
help it.
5. You can't.
You can't help it, dude. It's like a drug, and like a real drug, the addictive ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't consider cocaine addictive, but I don't get how people get hooked. But whatever, that's their thing.
Well,
But they do. I see them. They fucking get. They spend a lot of money.
Never knew that. He's like, I don't consider cocaine a drug. You can't get hooked on cocaine.
You
cocaine.
can't. Allegedly,
Much
I
money
can't.
cocaine make? It's when you add the baking soda. That's when it gets addictive. It comes a level.
Yeah, that's what my friend told. He's like Giovanni, never do crack.
You're not gonna let none of that. Go.
He's like, don't smoke crack and have sex because you'll love it. And you'll never go. He's a crackhead for like the last 30 years. I've been trying to get him on the podcast before he goes back to Texas.
That's hilarious.
But he's an older dude. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
Do you know who had that bit? I keep asking every black comedian who's been on this podcast from the South Side. There was a bit about. I thought it was Eli. It wasn't about. Was it yours? I think I asked you at the Laugh Factory. It was like about. There's no young crackheads. All the crackheads are old. Do you remember? I think I probably asked you at the Laugh Factory Christmas party like 3 years ago.
Because Doc said something to me in the car. He was like, "Yeah, my uncle, he used to do crack." And he was just like out the blue, like, man, don't ever do crack. It's gonna be the best feeling you ever had in your fucking life. And then didn't say nothing else to her. He was like,
How'd it come up? What were you guys talking about?
I don't remember what we was talking about, but he was like, man, my uncle it just came out. Hey, don't ever do crack. It's gonna be the best thing you ever felt in your life. And then he was just like, where the fuck that come from? So it might have been like I don't really have no like crack. I don't know no.
You got
real
vices?
crack
Oh, you know any vices? Oh, I was gonna go to you.
I mean,
Crackhead.
I got vices. My vices are like food and women. Like that's like them the two hardest. Like I'm trying to lose weight again now. This is probably like the 4th or 5th time I've lost weight.
What do you do when you try to lose weight? I used to be fat. I mean, I'm still fat.
Nah, you skinny than a motherfucker.
But I was chubby in high school. Yeah, I was chubby in high school.
Now I was skinny in high school. I was skinny all the way up until I got out of college.
That's a problem. So were you able to eat whatever you wanted in high school, and then you wouldn't give? Oh, you see, I couldn't.
Gaining weight.
So then I was reversed. So I got to watch what I eat because I'll gain weight. So you were already at a bad eating habit because it wouldn't affect you. Okay.
Yeah. So now, what I got to do is not eat anything. Ever again. So and technically I'm not exaggerating. So what I'm doing now is when I wake up, I won't eat until I get back home.
Okay, I kind of do the same thing.
I wake up and I weigh myself a lot throughout the day. So and I've done this before. I won't eat more weight than I've lost so far that day. So throughout the day, I might lose, by the time I get back home, I might lose 5 pounds because I haven't put any water in my body. I haven't put any food in my body. So I'll eat, let's say I want to be a pound less the next day. I'll eat, 4 pounds of food. And that shit add up fast when you doing it by weight. So I'll do it that way. And then I'll get on the scale after I've eaten, and whatever that scale say, hopefully it's less than what I'm, hopefully I can go over. And every day I'm like a pound less.
What kind of food do you eat?
Right now I'm eating fucked up. So when you do this throughout the course of the day, instead of eating sensible, when you get back home, just say, I'm gonna eat some chicken breast with some broccoli, maybe some cauliflower rice, because that's what they do in the movies.
Yeah.
Man.
I heard it gives you gas, though.
Man, yesterday I went and bought a whole pizza.
See, it's those carbs, dude, that's gonna kill you. Look, you know what I mean? Like, I'll eat. I won't eat. I haven't eaten. I ate today. I'm gonna stop eating today, I think. Right? Okay. I've been fasting the last few days. Maybe I think I did 18 hours today, 19. I have black coffee in the morning because if not, I'll kill myself.
Yeah, I wasn't doing that at all. I was getting up and going.
So I get up. I don't eat. And then right now I'm gonna have my meal, and it's kind of okay. But then. So if I don't eat, my other buddies, they do 24-hour fast, right? They're a little bit extreme, but he's a closet eater, right? Like he'll
sneak off and eat some peanuts.
I don't know if you've muted people before. Peanuts. He'll go to 3 drive-thrus within like 20 minutes, right? But he'll mute you on the other one.
hey, that's what I do whenever I'm on the phone.
Yeah, right. You mute yourself.
People in the drive-thru. I'd be like, hey, hold on for a second, because I'm gonna order this food. Mute. Yeah, let me get 26 cheeseburgers. 2 fries. Let me get 6 milkshakes. Like, is anybody in the car with you, sir? No, mind your fucking business.
What's your favorite fast food?
Shit.
I hate Burger King.
I don't eat fast food anymore, really.
Oh.
If I do eat fast food, I try to make it. I'll eat White Castle. That was the last fast food I ate. I gave up McDonald's. So I've been giving up foods based on how it makes me feel, because I did the vegan thing for a year, and it's a big difference. Like people get like heartburn, indigestion, and when you eat food and you feel good afterwards, that's a feeling you can get addicted to. But the downside is you don't get what's the word I'm looking for? I guess you don't get the high from when you eat the food you like. You know what I'm saying? And that's when you know what I'm saying, you got gas, you belching, you too full because that food was fast, so you ate a lot of it. You know what I'm saying? So
I think I just gave up Diet Coke for the rest of my life because are we November? Right?
Yeah.
Okay, no, it's the 18th, I think. All right, so it's you look so disappointed. It's November 18th. What? You were trying to get some. You were trying to get stuff done. Oh, 2020. Yeah, shit happened this year. But I can't talk. I'm saving it for a bonus episode on my Patreon. But basically, some shit happened to me.
Oh,
I can't
okay.
talk
Can't
about
even
it.
Put it out there yet.
Yeah,
somebody gonna steal it.
Let's just say my butt.
Oh.
But
whoa, wait a minute.
I know I can't. I had to save it for the bonus one. So
what a bonus episode? I want to be my episode. Be like, hey man, what's going on with your boy? I just met him that day.
but the heartburn or the Diet Pop, right? Like,
Yeah.
So I haven't had November something, right? I usually have all this Diet Pop, and they have it free at work, and I went to go
Okay.
get one, and then I was like, oh, they didn't have any. I was like, you know what? Let me just not. I drink a lot. Let me not drink Diet Pop today. And I was like, you know what? I'm not doing it the rest of November. I just set a rule for
Okay.
myself that day. So then the
Yeah.
other day, my friend, ex-girlfriend, sent me a message, right? My love life is complicated always, but she sent me a message. She was like, allegedly it was her. I shouldn't say her name. Whatever. She sent a friend of mine sent me a message. Too late now. Sent me a message with all this stuff about stomach cancer, and the first one was heartburn.
Right.
And she's like, "Don't you get a lot of heartburn?" And I was like, "Yeah, I do." And then I was like, and I started thinking, "Man, when's the last time?" I was like, "You know what? I haven't had heartburn in a long time." And I thought, wait a second, I haven't had any Diet Pop this whole month. And I was like, "There's no." And I want to experiment a little bit. But I haven't had. I used to get heartburn all the time, right? And I haven't had any heartburn. And I was like, "Well, have I been having heartburn the last fucking 20 years because I've been drinking so much Diet Coke?" So this is my new experiment now.
That's how I so like you notice I clear my throat a lot. When I wasn't eating meat, didn't have that problem. So that's one of the things, like if I ever tape something, I probably have to go meat free for the 2 weeks before the taping. Because meat causes mucus. Who knew, right? But that's how I quit eating McDonald's. So like every night you come from a comedy show, it's 2, 3, 4, 5 in the morning. The only thing open,
McDonald's and Wendy's.
and it's so it's a McDonald's every 4 blocks. Like, so it's so accessible. So you like, man, I'm hungry in a month. I don't want to go in and not eat something, even though you about to go in and go to bed.
Yeah.
So invariably, I was always stopping at McDonald's. And I noticed one of the things that I can do at McDonald's is no matter how much food I order, I can eat it all and not feel full. So I was like, there's something wrong with that. So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to eat McDonald's. I'm like, for 1 day, 2 days. And then next thing you know, 5 years, I hadn't etten McDonald's.
You haven't had McDonald's in 5 years?
Yeah. I mean, I had a backslide because, I was just like, I'm going to eat this McDonald's, man.
What'd you have on your
I had-
backslide?
I had chicken nuggets because my thing was the nuggets. I had chicken nuggets. That shit
You didn't
is
have the
trash.
spicy ones when they came out, did you?
Nah. This
You don't like
was
spicy
long before
food?
that.
Oh, okay. I had them
So,
5 days in a row.
oh shit!
I'm Mexican.
He was trying to commit suicide. Can't eat that shit 5 days in a row. Three hots 5 days in a row. He was trying to kill himself. This is a cry for help. Somebody ain't. And then when you ain't seeing these 20-piece nugget boxes around the house, and they say, "Hey, is everything okay? You all right?" So, yeah. So I noticed that the taste was different. But whatever chemicals they put in there to get you addicted to it, that was still there. And that was very noticeable. Like I would go away from that and be like, man, I want some more of that. But I'm like, the taste wasn't there. So why do I want more? So
And it happens to me with chips too. You can have a bag of Doritos, I can feel full. Like when I first lost weight, it was for a girl, like most things in my life.
Right.
She just got married too the other day. I screenshotted the Facebook and sent to my friends of the wedding. Did she get my snap? No. Anyways, but look.
This what you gonna do, bitch?
Hey, no, I took a picture of these Mollies I bought allegedly, and then I sent it to like a few people on my Snapchat.
Damn.
Yeah. They got little Tesla logos on it anyway. But anyways, I lost weight for this girl because my friend made fun of me. He's like, I'm gonna DM this girl like, you're a fat loser, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna wait till I lose weight and then I'll DM her. But the way I lost weight the first time was I just counted calories. I got my app and I counted. But
okay,
what
did that too.
It made what helped me with that was I got to see like, oh, now that I'm looking, I'm rationing my calories. Like, look, I only have 300 calories left. Am I going to waste on these chips, or I'm hungry, or this piece of meat or something? And it's like, oh, so it helped me out. You know what I mean?
300 calories of the food you supposed to eat is a lot of food.
Yeah.
300 calories of the food that we eat now.
It's like 2.5 Oreos, dude.
You're like, damn, the fuck? How did I blow all my calories on this bullshit? Like, so I did that. I lost weight doing that once, just counting calories. Like, my body adjusts to every, whatever I put it through, it'll be like, nah, you gonna be fat. Fuck all of this. Give a fuck about you. But so that's, I just started this whole, I guess you can call it fasting, but what I ended up doing, it was like last Friday. Last Friday, I didn't eat at all until I got home. And I was about to eat, and I was like, man, maybe I should just hold off. And when I get to the crib, weigh myself. And when I weighed myself, I was like 7 pounds less than when I left that morning. And I was like, all right, so let me eat something, ate something, and then I gained like 5 pounds just from the food that I ate, which is food and the water. So I drank a lot of water because I was thirsty as shit. So I was like, all right, so what I'm going to do is, this is how I'm going to lose the weight. But I had did that before in like 2010. I was just like weighing myself every step of the way. And after meals, I'd be like, all right, so if I'm burning 5 pounds here and then I eat a meal and I gain that 5 pounds back, this is how I'm not losing weight. And I just did it on science, on math, really. I was like, listen, I'm going to just eat a pound less. So every time I eat, I get on the scale. Before I go to bed, I get on the scale. When I wake up, I get on the scale. Shit. When I come back in, I get on the scale.
I do the morning after I take a piss and
right. Yeah.
I don't want to say shit.
Yeah, I'm trying to make the scale look as best as I can.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Whatever. I'm taking clothes off.
Because last night I was 198 point something, and this morning I was 194 point something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And,
you got to make them numbers look good.
I was supposed to be 189 this week, but then last a few days I went off because having a competition with my friend. He's, and it's.
And I've been in the gym too, so like I've been in the gym since it opened back up. I probably should have had this on silent. I'm unprofessional as shit. I was in the gym before it opened back up. I was sneaking off to Indiana and going to the gym because I was like, I'm getting fat as fuck. I just had to do it. I was like,
that's what is it, commendable? That's commendable because you hear people go to other states to go to bars, strip clubs, drugs, fireworks. But that's the first time I think I've heard somebody sneak away to a different state to go to the gym.
Yeah,
so
I was like, I gotta do it because before all this stuff went on, I was in the gym and they was like, we shutting shit down. Everybody that's trying to lose weight and look good for bitches, it's done.
Speaking of crack.
So I did that, and then I was like, man, I'm finna get my strength up while, you know what I'm saying, I still got this weight on me. Because once you lose the weight, your strength is gonna drop clean off. So last time I was in the gym, I was deadlifting. So this is deadlift month, deadlift and shoulder press. So I picked 2 compound lifts that I'm gonna do every day until, because they say you got to do it 3 times a week to make it grow, but I ain't got time like these motherfuckers that be in the gym getting gains. I'm in that hour max, and so I go in. Last time I was in the gym was Monday.
I don't see you. You don't post selfies at the gym like Jay Washington used to every day.
Nah.
Do you remember?
Yeah, he was I'm in the gym. You know what I'm saying? Finna get these gains on.
People don't know he used to, Chicago comedian used to hold Cerritos open mic, but always on his Instagram every day.
He's in there picking up all of this motherfucking weight. So I want people to see it and then be like, damn, you been working out. Because if I don't get that, then, you know, it's different when you tell people you've been working out. Yeah, you finna see. Yeah, see, right there, second picture. Jim selfie.
Oh, is this? 1 day ago.
Yesterday. About to get the workout. Focus.
Hashtag
Weight
Speed
loss.
1.0 workout. Focus T25 blends blurs in the hood. What the fuck is that? The supervillain stylist, Mr. Murray. I don't know the rest of these.
Yeah, I ain't where I can cut my shirt like that yet to where it get all down here because I got side titties. So, but I was, you know, so my goal for the end of the year. So I got a friend that power lifts. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna deadlift 400 by the end of the year. You know what I'm saying? And I did that on Monday. Like I was just going up. I was like, bang, I'm finna do it. You know.
Where do you work out? What gym?
Planet Fitness.
Really?
Which the funny
I was there
thing is,
yesterday, but okay. Uh-huh.
I've been to Planet Fitnesses outside of my home gym, and they got all the weights. I went to one in Arlington Heights while I was getting an oil change. All the way, like it was. I had 5 plates on this side, 5 plates on this side of 45s. The same thing on the 25s, and the same thing on the 10s. Get to my home gym, you gotta fight a motherfucker for 345s. This shit is insane. Hey, my man, you don't look like you using them right there. You don't look like you a juggernaut. You think I can get? Oh, I'm finna use. You ain't finna fucking put. So, like when people be wiping their shit down and they finna leave, I go right over there and take them weights. I'm like, it's gonna be a girl come over here. She gonna squat probably like 2 quarters. And so I just stacked them up. And what I do every week, I go up 5 pounds until I hit my max. And that's what I've been doing since, was that June? I think, yeah, it had to be June. They opened up the gym in Indiana. So I would shoot out there. And I was like, man, I'm trying to get to 400 by the end of the year. And so I'll do a strength day, and that's just basically where I'm just trying to lift as much as I can or beat last week. So that's really my goal, is to beat last week. 5 pounds, 2.5 pounds, I don't care. I'm just trying to beat last week. Then I'll do a day of just reps where I'm just trying to, you know, make sure that once I get up there, I can still rep this, you know, lightweight. And then I'll do a time under tension day, right? And that's just basically how long you can have the weight on you. You know what I'm saying? So normally you do a rep, you trying to get that weight off of you as fast. You bang, bang, all right, bam, and go up. You know what I'm saying? So now you get gains from holding the weight. So I'll do like a 5-second pause or 5-second negatives. I'll do both of them. And that's just getting your body adjusted to holding that much weight. And then the next day I'll come in and I'll do something like, so that those 3 days are back and shoulders. So the next day I'll do like arms, do biceps and triceps. Then the day after that I'll do like abs. And then if I go in there 2 more days, which is 7, I'll do cardio 1 day. And I probably won't even make it in 7 days because there's always some shit to do.
Are you single?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, like, I was curious if you're doing this working out and you have a girl, because I don't know if you have.
Yeah.
When you were in a relationship, you've been in relationships.
Yeah.
You don't worked out like that when you were in a relationship, were you?
Nah.
James is married ish.
You can't, because women plan your time, like, and don't consult you. You be like, all right, so when I get to the crib, I get off at 5. I'll be at the crib by 5:30. I'm gonna change, go straight to the gym. Soon as you walk in the door, hey, I told Rob that we'll come to his whatever the fuck. Who the fuck is Rob? I don't know no nigga's name Rob. You remember my such and such and such and such? No, I'm going to the gym. So you go do that, you know, and then, you know, if you can only say no so much if you don't cheat on her. Like the more you cheat, the
nicer you gotta be.
Yeah.
I always say this. I always say this, dude. Like
the more you say no, like ladies, the more your man says no, the faithfuler he is.
Yeah, that's true. It's absolutely true, dude.
Because that guilt hits you. You be like, man, I was wilding this week.
Yeah, exactly, dude.
I might as well go on here and see a pussy ass family. It is going to be Thanksgiving. The more you cheat.
Dude, I won't name it, but I see some friends. I was like, oh, you could tell, like, oh, look, he's doing this, he's doing that. Like, I remember there was one friend.
You were trying to get rid of some of that cheat equity.
Yeah, if you see a Facebook post of a dude and he tags his girl, chase above like, oh, some shit went down. Like he's making up for. She just found his phone.
Yeah. And sometimes it ain't even that you got caught. You just trying to put a little bit in the
It's a balance, dude.
It's
a balance.
Put a little bit in the bank.
Yeah, it's a balance. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, that's how cheating works. Like if you I was cheating on this chick. And I was wild. And I took her to Disneyland one day. I was like, you know what? We ain't even had kids. I'm just like, let's go to the happiest place on earth. She was like, you cheated on me. Yeah, we on the plane now, so might as well get this whole weekend. Because cheating, man, you gotta make up for it other places if you really like her. Like if you don't like her, you can cheat on her. Just go ahead. But if he notoriously tells you no, and then one day, some shit you know he don't want to do, you ask him, he like, yeah, you know what? Let's do it. He got his roll out. He like, you know what? Yeah, I'm bogus. And it's your friends that make you think of that. They be like, you know what? You probably should at least do one of those things she asked for because you be cheating. You like, you know what, man? You right. Let me pay down some of this debt I got. Yeah, I used to be wilding. I used to work at the phone store, like I was telling you. When I first started comedy.
Was it Sprint?
Nah, I was working at U.S. Cellular.
Oh,
actually, I worked at all of them. Okay. But at that particular time, when I started comedy, it was U.S. Cellular. Mm-hmm. And when I tell you, I was fat, and I got entirely too much pussy at this phone store. And like you would think,
free nights and weekends.
Yeah, I was shooting shots and they were all hitting. Like, but it was now I ain't gonna throw nobody under the bus, but it was a couple other dudes that worked there that was doing the same. Between me and them 4 or 5 other dudes, every chick that came in there got hit. So, and at one point I was just like, yeah, I get entirely too much pussy. Let me go ahead and take my girl to Disneyland. She's like, you was cheating this weekend. What? Yeah, man, been wilding. Like, I remember one day I was coming home. Sun was coming up. I'm walking into the crib. I had just got out the car, and I saw the sun, and I was like, I get entirely too much pussy. This is it. This is the last time I'm doing this. And I never stopped. So now I never start cheating. If I so like if I get into a relationship, I'll go into it and be like, all right, whatever happens, I'm gonna take the L. But that person is boring. You don't ever want to it needs to be a happy medium. Like women need to just let me in. If you want an exciting relationship, he gonna have to cheat on you.
I was thinking, what's the number? I was thinking the number, this would never work, right? But I was thinking the number would be like maybe twice a year.
You gotta have something to hide, like for it to be like, I don't know, but like like when I said I have an addiction to women, like it's more so my addiction is cheating. Like I can hit a chick this week and be cool, but if I got a girl, I'm gonna hit 30 bitches this week. Just because I don't know what it is about actually cheating that's fucking alluring, but yeah, I'm finna fuck all of these hoes this week, goddamn. And then I'm still gonna fuck her the same amount of times I was fucking her. So for me, like if I start, I'm on, it's like dealers tell you, or not drug dealers, drug users tell you, like, man, I started making more money, so I was like, I can do more cocaine. That's how it be for me. So like, if it's the opportunity, I'm like, man, I can fuck more bitches now. I just be wilding. So then I gotta be. Sometimes I be like, man, I just wanna not do this anymore. So if I start, it's a wrap. So I just be like, yeah, I'm gonna just cool out. Like lately, if I date a chick, I'd be like, I'm not finna be out here fucking with all these bitches, cause I don't have time for that. And like now, bitches be demanding. I'm like, first of all, fuck you. That's the only way I can say it. So that's how I knew that if I wasn't doing none of that shit, I started telling bitches no a lot. They'd be like, hey, I want to do this. Nah, I'm not finna fucking do it. Nope. Nah. You ain't even think about it. I don't have to think about it. I don't want to fucking do it. Like if I'm cheating, you be like, my mama wants you to come help her move. All right, I'll help your mama out. She been good to me. And you make it sound like you're doing it for you make it sound like you doing it for pure reasons, but they ain't pure at all. You doing it because you was cheating. It's like, man, first of all, I don't even like your mama. Your mama ain't shit to me. Fuck her. And your mama keep getting into it every time I see her. Now she gonna ask me to help her move. No, fuck the bitch. That's what you say if you're not cheating. If you cheating, you be like, yeah, this is an opportunity to pay down some of that cheat equity. So I'm gonna go on here and help her little pussy ass mama move.
Yeah, dude, I helped somebody with their mold. But this is post, you know, this is after we were broken up, but it was
it was after the breakup?
Because the years it was the years we were together. I was pretty bad. Right?
She gotta come at you with it. First of all, you remember you fucked my auntie. You can at least come help with this mold. Damn, she got me.
Yeah. Because I was like, because it was, and I feel better. I felt like I had a weight on my shoulder. For these few years, I was out of control. But I was drinking back then, and I was a savage, dude. I was bad.
I wasn't doing no drugs. I was just cheating.
No, I was. Well, I got an argument once because of drugs. You know what I mean? Because I was like, hey, I knew I had a drinking problem, and I told her, hey, I got an idea. It's New Year's. How about this? I won't drink, but I just want to do some Molly tonight. You know, I just want to have fun, blah, blah. She's like, I don't want to be with some drug addict, blah, blah. And I was like, all right. Fuck you.
And y'all broke up?
No, I got fucking wasted. Like,
and
I got extra drunk, right? And then I
yeah.
started hitting on these girls, and I told the girl to come back to her house. The girl told somebody else that told her, and she's like, you're a piece of shit. And I was like, I'm drunk. And then...
So that's how y'all broke up? Mm-hmm. So y'all stayed together after that?
Yeah. And then... Like, that's the girl I tried to get back with. Then my friends were like, you know, I was like, no, it's not her. Like, you weren't there for all the bad shit that I used to do. You know what I mean? Like,
okay.
You know, but it's like, fuck. But that's I heard somebody say this. That's the old me. Did you guys see the SNL skit, the old Keith? That was a funny skit. I'll send you guys a skit.
Yeah, send it to me.
Yeah, because we can't play that stuff here, right? No, we can't.
Copyrights and shit.
I'll put in the link. Right? But basically, it's one of the things he says is like, you know, that's the old Keith who would, you know, fucking smoke crack and fuck hookers.
Fuck hookers. Mm-hmm. Hey, this is a story that this chick is gonna be mad for me telling, but I'm gonna tell it because they don't fucking know her. So this is when I realized that I probably had sex with entirely too many women, right? So one of my side chicks hit me up, and she was in a great mood. She was like, "Hey, I feel good. I just met my sister on Facebook, and we've been talking all day, and we plan on meeting each other." This is back when Facebook was kind of rudimentary, and they didn't have all the we could FaceTime and all this other stuff. Mm-hmm. It was just posts. Mm-hmm. So I was like, "Oh, okay." And it was weird that she was telling me this. And then she started giving me all of the facts. She was like, here's my sister's picture. This is her name. And I was like, this is awkward. You know your sister in the rotation? So she was furious. She was like, I can't believe you. You ain't shit. How you gonna fuck sisters? First of all, you didn't even know y'all was related yesterday. Okay, let's get that out the way. And I tried to spin it and be like, if it wasn't for me, y'all wouldn't even be connected like this. So, you know what I'm saying? Fuck that. And to this day, she mad at me over that. Matter of fact, I talked to her today, and this is one of the days she just didn't bring it up. She's probably gonna bring it up after I leave. She's gonna be like, you know what? I was on your Facebook page, and guess who liking shit? Oh my God. Here we go.
That's your family.
Right. She's like, nah, I just don't like how every time I bring you up. Here we go. So, and then I would after, because they both knew, because it was just comedically, it was it was too ironic not to bring it up, like, you know. So she told me, so they both knew. So I remember one day I'm on the phone with one of them, and she like, yeah, what you on? Because she wasn't on nothing. So I was like, shit, well, I'm going to call your sister and see what she on. And she was like, I mean, if she on that, I was like, your sister get down, okay? She busted open. I mean, she's nasty to that motherfucker. And she was like, you know, I don't really like what you been doing to us. Well, none of y'all have stopped it. So I'm going to keep doing it until one of y'all say, I'm not doing this no more. And neither one of y'all has said that. So...
People, what is it? People will do whatever you let. I'm saying it wrong. Whatever you let.
Yeah, whatever you let.
We let whatever. Like, tell my women friends, like, dudes, you'll get whatever you'll let a dude get away with.
Yeah,
he'll get away with it.
And the funny thing is, she'll threaten any woman that she knows that wants to have sex with me. But that one had already. She ain't got nothing. She can't control that one. She was like, but I beat you other hoes up if you ever fuck this motherfucker right here. I beat you hoes to sleep. I was like, you know, and we haven't had sex since like It's been a long time since me and her had sex. So she in a relationship now, so I ain't say her name. But they both in relationships.
Oh, okay.
Families and
It's
shit.
funny, you can tell. I mean, everybody knows you can tell when they're out of relationships, right? Like, I remember, like, there's certain girls I hit up on Snapchat. They're not as responsive.
Yeah.
But then you start looking at their posts. There's more selfies. All of a sudden, they're like, oh, I got a haircut, whatever. And it's
They
like,
start being real active. When they got a relationship, they let social media go a little bit. Now all of a sudden they posting shit. You be like, oh,
yeah.
it's been a change.
The new profile pic, right?
Right.
It's
They
like,
got their hair done.
it's like,
New makeup.
I'll be in your DMs in a few minutes here now.
Yeah.
You'll
Send them a message. Come get this noodle. That's what I be doing. She be like, no, I'm not finna do that with you. Whatever. You gonna give in one day. I just be texting all type of bullshit. One day I'll wake up and be like, hey, y'all doing good? And she be like, no, we kind of on a break. Well, come get this motherfucking
Noodle.
dick. But I only say that because I know she's not coming. She be like, no, because I'm not coming over there because you're gonna try to do all this other stuff. So what? I'm just trying to read a book and you know we.
all this other stuff.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
all that other stuff I ain't trying to do. I'm definitely trying to do that. So, but she was one of the women that made me kind of be like, I ain't got time to be doing all, because she gets real spoiled. Like, I'll never sleep with her unless she got a boyfriend. Somebody to
Take care of all the other stuff.
Yeah, like she be real spoiled. She be like, oh, I want all this attention. Hey, you need a man. I'm just here for vagina. And that's it. That's you. So like one day this is before I knew that it got like that when she had a man. So one
It's
day
like
she
that
had a
Dr.
man.
Dre song.
One day she had a man and things were just so easy with me. I was like, this it's because you got a man. You be worse. Now you got a man, all that heart headache is on him. I like this thing. So when they broke up, I was like, this is it for us. I'm not sleeping with you no more.
Yeah, there's a girl who's on Tinder, right? And then I sleep with her, and my friends are on Tinder. If she listens to this, she's a listener. Shout out to Lobo then.
Right. Shout out.
I gave her a sticker and a keychain the other day. Anyways,
That's what's up. Perks.
So, but I'm not mentioning anything else. Nobody knows who it is.
Right.
Anyways,
yeah.
but like my friend, by the way, person who's listening, my friend saw your Tinder because we talked about Tinder when she was over the house the other day, and she saw her Tinder, and her Tinder had said, I'm going to ask her about this actually now, 'cause next time we rendezvous at the Real Lobo Den. But look,
right.
but I think I'm gonna make sure he said that. He saw it and he said something like, "Oh, I'm not here for a hookup. I'm not here for that," and blah blah blah. And I was like, like this is all we do. Like, what do you like?
Ain't that what Tinder is? Like just hooking up? Fuck.
Yeah, but it's like this is like she's putting out a Tinder as she's coming over my house at 10 o'clock to smash, and then going back home when her kids call her and yell at her on FaceTime or whatever. Like
Hilarious.
like.
I'll be there in a minute. If you do the whole bag shit she about to do, them kids would be terrified. That's the funny thing, that like women will do that and all the while be looking for a respectable relationship outside of that. I ain't got no problem with that.
But maybe they'd see you or me as that. They know we're not that other dude. Like, I think certain dudes get away with like, all right, I'll fuck around with this dude, but with this guy, I'm gonna act different with him. I mean, he's gonna have to wait for it. You know what I mean? While I fuck Giovanni.
Some chicks be thinking we gonna make it, and I don't know how to tell them otherwise. Especially not before they give me the vagina. It's hard to be like, hey man, we not finna make it. You ain't got nothing going for yourself, ma'am, and I'm not finna let you just come up on me.
Dude, this girl was, Bad Bunny, right? He's a reggaeton artist, Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
Okay. This girl she could have seen Bad Bunny. She was 3 days away from seeing I had these tickets. I invited her. I was going to see we were so close. I had tickets to see Bad Bunny. And then she fucked up and slept with me like 3 days before I was
if
like,
you'd have just waited.
if you would have just waited 3 more days, dude, you could have seen Bad Bunny. Free tickets. It's like, he's great live.
The funny thing is, now you have to use those tickets
For somebody else, somebody
you haven't slept with. Be like, well, they canceled that Bad Bunny concert. Hey, you trying to go see Bad Bunny?
That's exactly.
That shit's about to. Not finna waste them tickets on them. Bitch, I have slept with. Fuck out of here.
James, you pleading the fifth on all this? I'm married, bro.
He said, I don't know. This the funny thing about married dudes is when we talk like this, they be sitting there with their girls and their girls look over at them. I don't know nothing about that. I would never do that. Those are scandalous. But all the while, when they girl not looking at them, they nodding their head. Yeah, no. Why would you waste them tickets on? That's fucking stupid. You already slept with her.
I wanted
And
to
you
take her
still-
too, dude. I wanted to take her, dude.
Damn, I wanted her to go. She
But
just
it's like those are expensive tickets. I have to, you know.
yeah, you got to cash in on them tickets. You got
Yeah, like I got to see who else can.
So now, because now it's like, oh, I ain't even need the tickets to fuck. let me use them on somebody I need them to fuck. Yeah.
So I'm gonna give some advice. If you're 3 days away from seeing bed, just
Hold
wait. Just wait 3 days. You know what I
Hold
mean?
out.
Like,
I convinced the chick to sleep with me before the date. Never saw that movie. We never saw that movie. I didn't know what movie we was
I
going
was
to
gonna
see.
say what movie was supposed to be.
I didn't remember. We never saw that. I was like, we gonna go get something to eat, go watch a movie, come back here and fuck. We already here. We probably just gonna knock out the fucking and then go see the movie. She was like, you right. I didn't expect her to be like, yeah, you right. I thought she was gonna be like, I don't do. She was like, yeah, you right. And she was like, well, what's up with that movie? Man, I'm about to go to bed. I ain't got no movie left in me today. Never saw that movie. Never.
One time I had to see a movie because it was a person I was in a relationship with, and we were kind of like in that whatever weird zone. I went and we talked about the movie, and then I slept with her before the movie, and then I remember I was like, now you're in that feeling like I want to go home, and then I was guilted into going to see the movie, and I was like, man, dude, it was just sitting there watching the movie. It was oh man, I wanted to go home.
I remember when I was younger, like in my early 20s, like 18, 19, that I would feel guilty about some of that stuff and be like, all right, well, at least I'll spend the night. Not anymore. If I feel like I need to sleep in my own bed, I'm gone. Matter of fact, I'm already gone because I don't want to spend the night going in the door.
What do you tell them ahead of time? You have to work early, or
I try to set I try to lay some sort of groundwork. I'll be like, man, you know, and this, that, and the other. And then I'll slide out of that. One chick, I would just leave when she fell asleep. She hated that. But she also had a son, and she was trying to put me in the you know, we gonna make it category. And I was like, my thing is, I don't think your kid should see the dude you sleeping with until it becomes more serious.
Yeah.
We wasn't at that point where he should have been waking up and seeing a nigga coming out of his mama's bedroom.
I would sneak out.
Yeah,
In the
so-
beginning, when we got serious, then
Yeah.
I was a stepdaddy.
She hated it so much that she locked the doors from the inside and forced me to climb out the window. Neighbors was like, I think you had a cat burglar.
I googled on Amazon because I've been stuck a few times where I was hiding in the closet or hiding, and the kids were awake, and I'm like there, and I'm like, fuck, I gotta go to work. You know what I
Right.
mean? So then, but I remember I was on like, it was before Amazon was popular. It was more eBay, and I remember I looked up those ladders that you can climb to
The rope ones?
and the rope they see on the TV that the burglars have with the 4 little prongs or whatever. I remember I was gonna buy one of those at one point. I was like, I gotta get out of this house,
Can't
dude.
keep doing this.
I gotta get out of this house, but it was man. I forget. I was gonna say something. I slept. Something about a sleeping with a chick.
Yeah, sleeping with women like now is a lot easier than it was when I was like 19. When I was 19, they all would think that we were gonna make it, and I was like, I'm finna leave.
I think Deadass might be back in the picture, by the way. So Deadass is a younger chick that I slept with, but you know, she stopped because it was up until a few weeks ago when my friend. So basically, she thought it was something more serious than it was.
Oh, and
it
I
wa-
got mad.
You know, and she kind of got mad, and because she would say something, and I repeat it like, oh, she's like, baby, I'm more, and I was like, and I would just repeat it, okay. But then I had a talk with my buddy. He's like, dude, just be honest. Dude. He told me, like, the girls are going to sleep with you. They're probably going to sleep with you anyway. Just keep it real with them. You know what I mean? And then you know what? And you cut out the other ones. You cut out the drama. And I was like, all right.
So, yeah, so she probably thought that, you know, you was going to come around. So now she realizing you not coming around. She's like, I might as well get this dick then.
Yeah, might as well get dick and then drugs and possibly this makeup thing I ordered online. Because this is what happened, right? Because I've been like, you know what? I don't want to hurt her feelings. I got to DM her. But I'm just watching her snap. Weed, booty pics, weed, booty, weed, booty, weed, booty. And finally I broke down and I replied to one of them, like some thing she posted. I was like, what is that? She's like, oh, it's a makeup thing. And I was like, oh, okay. And she's like, if you buy it from me, I'll forgive you for breaking my heart. And I was like, it's because now we're no longer now
she know right
where
right.
we're at. You know what I mean? Like,
right. You understand.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, like, no, that's nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need that? I got you. You know what I'm saying? It ain't even for the whole heartbreaking issue. That's water under the bridge.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. So now it's like we're back where it should have been. You know what I mean? You come over once in a while, we'll do my Tesla Molly, and then I'll buy you some stuff here and there, and then you know what I mean?
Right, man. Yeah.
And I eat at your ass.
Yeah, but at least you know. Like I was sleeping with I had a good side chick for a while over the last several years, and she ended up getting into a relationship, and I was kind of mad. I was like,
That's fun. That's funny when you get upset at the.
yeah, because I'm like, hey, dudes ain't out here asking you if you in somebody's rotation. Like, hey, who do you belong to? And then they just say, I don't belong to nobody. No. Who am I? I'm taking you from somebody. Like, there's somebody that has some sort of like that depend on you to come by every week or so, you know, and bust it open. Who is, you know, because I got to clear, you know, you got to sign off on this relationship that we got. Like, women ain't just sitting by not fucking. You know, that's, you know.
No, they're fucking.
I ain't believed that since like 2000. And like, when you 19, you believe, oh, I haven't had sex and yeah, whatever. 2020.
I usually don't do this.
Right, all that shit. You believe that then. Oh, yeah, because she told me she don't even get down like that. Then you run into some dude to be like.
Oh, or like, oh, she doesn't give head, and then she.
Right. You be like, oh, okay, that's how she get down. Now, you know, so you got to clear that. Like, hey, do he know? Like, you know what I'm saying? Just because you don't want, because you're going to want to go back to that rotation. And that's kind of how chicks be doing. They're like, well, I was in a relationship, but I'm back now. First of all, bitch, you got to start off at the bottom now. You can't just come back.
One of my, when I was, I'm single again, so I might go on a little tear. But when I was this summer I was trying to get back with my ex, you know, and I was like, oh, and I was actually like trying to be committed, but then she got whatever.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, and I was like, fuck, whatever, it is what it is. So, and then, but one of my, you know that Patrice O'Neal bit when he's talking about he goes like the only position for you is like 2 a.m, and you know 2 a.m, you suck my dick and I take your last Snapple. One of my, I remember I was leaving Kenosha with this older lady I used to sleep with.
Kenosha.
It's an older lady I used to sleep with. It's funny because I started seeing her at church when I went to church for 3 months. I'm not religious, but I went to church for 3 months for a different girl.
Okay.
Didn't work out. She got engaged, but I saw her there. She's like, oh, how you been? And I saw some other people like, oh, I've been with you. You fucked this. And I was like, oh, well, it's funny when you're on the dark side. You know, you got the people living in the regular world, and you're part of the shady part. And I'm like, oh, you see, you know what's going on here, dude. You're on the other side. So I remember I left, and I was like, I had to leave in the morning. I was like, man, do you have anything to drink? I was like, no. She looked in the fridge. I was like, I got one Diet Snapple left, but it's my son's. But you could have it. And I was like, oh my! I felt like it was one of it was one of the greatest moments of my life, dude. I lived a Patrice moment, and it was
women don't give a fuck about their kids when it come to dick at all. You be eating their fruit snacks, Capri Suns.
Oh, fruit snacks, yeah, plenty of fruit snacks.
Yeah, that shit clean up. They wake up in the morning, got nothing, go to school for lunch. Give them $10. Hey, go. Here you go. Go get. Buy yourself some lunch. It was pizza day on lunch.
She gave me a case of Ferrero Shares once too. And I was like, yeah.
She was fucking his lunch up. Hey, what my fucking. God damn, there was a motherfucker over here last night, wasn't it? Yeah.
And I was gonna give those Forever Shares to another lady because that was her favorite candy, and I was like, I hope she.
And you ain't hit her yet.
No, by that time they were. I don't want to say too much about that. Why were you gone for 13 years? 13 months. 13 months. What happened to you, dude?
Damn.
Because whenever I saw you Laugh Factory, I was like, where'd you go? I haven't seen you in a while. You're like, where'd you go?
So. It's a long story. I don't think we got enough time.
No.
But I had to step back and reprioritize some things. And I was working on some projects, and I just couldn't make it out to do comedy unless I was booked. Mm-hmm. And then, you know, the bookings kind of went away when I wasn't like
people aren't seeing you.
Right. When people don't see you, they don't really book you. And all of a sudden, it was like 2 years. And I was just grinding real hard, and then, you know, things, you know, foundation was laid, and you know, now things being more fruitful. So I'm kind of back out here.
When I brought you to that show in Waukegan, I did at that place. You made, it was called Legits, right? You made fun. Yeah. You make because I saw you at T. Mercer's like, oh, he's funny, and I hit you up to do the show. Like, I could tell you were funny, but you were making fun of the place because they had all those TVs, everything was nice. He's like, man, I was like, this shit's gonna be gone in 3 months. The TV's what?
Yeah.
3 months later, dude.
So here's a comic trick you don't know. So I say that every little hole in the wall I go to. I be like, they better break in and steal these flat screens in this neighborhood. It don't matter where I'm at. It's just certain things that I be like, oh, that hit, so I'm gonna keep that and I use it. You know what I'm saying? Just to break the ice at other places. That area didn't seem bad, but because I'm from Chicago, so our bad areas are horrible. Like outside, they bad areas, they may be bad, but you'd be like, I can survive here. Yeah. So you'd be like, you know what? Okay, I don't really got to worry about too much here. But those, like, if you on 69th and anything in Chicago, man, and you not from 69th and anything, you need to be concerned. If you on a train or a bus and they say 69th and Ashland, stay on that train, that bus. Motherfuckers over there is real. You be boom, Ashland, 69th Street. You what? How the fuck I get here? Better wait till that nigga get back to the garage and Uber to wherever the fuck you going to. Motherfuckers is dangerous. So, I mean, because if I'm not mistaken, that place had like some graffiti on the out, but it was like, that was that's how they made the place.
Yeah, it was nice on the outside. It was really nice on the inside. They made it look like a club on the inside.
Yeah, it was really nice on the inside.
Really nice on the inside. Outside, like, and then
I was like, yeah, they're gonna rob y'all. This is getting but that was also when places had first started putting flat screens in places.
Oh,
so I was like, what? Y'all really thought that this was gonna be the spot? Like, they stealing this shit. All this is getting stolen. Fuck, they ain't finna.
Yeah. I remember. Yeah, a few months later, the owner was like, "Hey, you looking for anybody who's buying to lease or buying?" I was like, "Nah, dude, it's gone."
He got in over his head. Like, now it's hard to, and a lot of venue owners don't know. It's hard to get that venue cracking outside of Friday and Saturday. You know what I'm saying? People want to go somewhere Friday and Saturday, but now you like, I need money coming in Sunday through Thursday. What the fuck? So it's just not a 2-day-a-week business. You need that liquor be sold every night of the week. And if you ain't got the clientele, or if you ain't got the contacts to get, promoters, or get a poetry night, a comedy night, a open mic night, a night where people come in and juggle. You need
midget wrestling,
right? You know what I'm saying? You need all of that to draw people in, and it's hard. And you got that location matter. That location matters.
You got any plugs?
Nah, man, I ain't doing shit. I'm waiting Corona out. So you follow me.
What's your social media?
Yeah, Schmitty B, SCHMITTYB, period. You can follow me on everything.
And then follow the Lobo Podcast on Instagram. Follow People of Comedy on Instagram, Facebook. Hit up James Webb if you want to produce a podcast. I got a Patreon. I got some gear. Oh, I got this hat. Let me put this hat on, dude.
Okay. Yeah, this is nice, James. We probably breaking in here and stealing all of this.
I dare you.
We gotta find which door to get to.
Yeah, good luck.
Be like, hey, I stole everything out of James' spot. They fucked around and be like, no, I still got my stuff. Well, who the fuck shit did I take? My neighbor did say he had a break. Oh shit! I tell him I get him back.
So follow. I'm gonna record that bonus episode soon and talk about. And then what is it? Patreon, like, subscribe. If you want stickers, I got stickers. Hit me up.
And like and subscribe go a long way, and it's free. Like, share, and subscribe.
Give me a rating. I'll read it out to you. Mm-hmm. And then right now I might go on a little tear. So if you want, fuck it. Add me Lobo9110 on Snapchat. Maybe I'll fuck you. Any last words?
Yeah, and if you need dick and you in Chicago, even if you're not probably in Chicago and you just like, you know what? I need a good dick throw in my life. I'm slide in the inbox. Because I be looking at people's ladies like, I be like, okay, I'm gonna put her in the pipeline. She yeah.
Screenshot. I screenshot favorite, yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I'm circling back, and then I'm gonna pop up as something that you doing and be like, oh, dude, okay. It will chat you up real nice, make you laugh a little bit, and then that's how it happens. So.
And James will be faithfully married man and a producer.
Yeah, we're gonna break that up. Man, don't be a comic and happy.
Good luck. Again.
Like, I'm happy in my marriage. Fuck that. That's what I do to Niche. She'd be like, oh, I got a little boyfriend and I'm happy. I'm finna tell him the pussy only get wet on one side. I'm finna fucking be happy with no. You either gonna do this or you gonna be happy. Which one you gonna be a comic or you gonna be happy? You finna have no life.
All right. Good words, Lobo then.
Lobo